Now get your little hillbilly self away.
Hey Daddy, when I grow up, do you think I'll eventually get 5 fingers like you?
Oh, Scrappy, keep eating dirt every day and you'll get your 5 fingers.
I can't wait till my bucket gets bigger. Welcome back to CNC Equipment's YouTube channel. You guys probably seen Mr. Kevin carrying in a whole bunch of metal parts going on here. What have we got?
A lot of stuff.
Big 5,000 pounds of American iron sitting here. So we've got a quick coupler, progressive link thumb to put on that big John Deere 350 outside. You guys may have seen us work on that. In a few videos back, we did some line boring on a stick boom there and got that all fixed up and put the bucket back on it. Now guess what we get to do?
Take it all back off.
Take the bucket back off of it. So yeah, the guys from Pelco set us up with the whole setup here. I've actually never put on a hydraulic quick coupler. I know you haven't, unless you work somewhere else I didn't know of before here.
Oh, nice.
So the guys sent us a whole kit. We kind of been opening all up, valves, lines. We've got our hoses laid out on the floor here. They've got an awesome instruction manual sent out here. It's like a freaking book going on here. So I mean, they even got which size wrenches you need for which fitting, so you know we're not going to read that. So nice diagrams that fold out and all that stuff. So yeah, measurements. I guess first thing we got to do.
I got detail instructions here.
That's your job.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna take the bucket off the machine while we do that outside in the cold, and put the quick coupler and thumb on and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna kind of get some of the stuff together. I do know I got to get maybe a couple fittings and some lines, so we're gonna jump on this here this morning and see what all we're missing. I do know, so that machine has 2-way hydraulics on it. For some reason the button's not working on it, so that could be a whole can of worms in itself. All right, we're gonna take this party outside and yank the bucket back off that thing. All right, since it's still dark and cold and stormy outside, I think we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of work here in the shop. So we got this main pin thumb. It's gonna go through here. So I think we're gonna go ahead and get this prepped, lined up, and get it started into here. So when we do take that bucket off here in a few minutes, we can just walk the machine in here and hopefully put this pin through. It's just that easy, right? As soon as we get the right size socket. So they've sent us some big old shimmies here. Got big thick ones and smaller ones there, so I'm going to do some figuring where we can get this thumb centered up. You got to keep in mind we got a bigger offset over here than we do on that side, so we'll get that all figured up. Then we'll get this big, how much does that thing weigh? I don't know if you guys can see how big that thing is, but that's 1 3/4 inch thick here.
If you're 550, 100 pounds between all this stuff, you're probably a good 4.
2-inch thick tines. I mean, that thing is built.
It's big.
It's built. This quick coupler's humongous. So the cylinder, I mean, I like seeing this stuff. This is nice wide. This is a 6.5 inch wide surface area. Got plenty of wear area there on our fittings and stuff. So joints all last a long time. Pretty impressed with the build quality so far. Maybe the paint's probably not up to your standards.
They got a dang good painter.
But it don't matter anyway, because all this stuff just gets tore up. So it's plenty good enough for what it is. The coupler's painted nice. Okay, I'll do some figuring. Alright, we got our shim packs figured out. We got some on over there already. We're going to slide this in a little bit closer, and we'll probably pick it off this pin. Come on in, Kevin. That's good. That's good. And then what we're going to do, we're going to slide this pin, get it started in a quick coupler, and then we'll bring the machine in. Drive in a little. Side shift. So this is a beast. You guys seen us do, we did all new pins and bushings basically from there down. And Tucker made some new decals, and Kevin did a little paint job back here on the back. Looks like brand new, bud.
Got pretty butt.
Pretty butt. So we sold this machine slightly after that first video come out to a customer. That's why we're putting a thumb and all this good stuff on here. So I guess I'll fire it up. I'll try to take that back pin out first. We'll probably set the bucket over here in the gravel, I'd say, Kevin. Get it out of our way. And we'll walk this behemoth inside. The boom's got to go up. Yeah, I can probably pry it up. See no bolt hole, Bubby. Is there a bolt? There's probably not a bolt hole in there, is there? We gotta weld it. I'll have to weld some kind of keeper on there. We'll have to weld some kind of keeper to keep that pin from turning. We don't want it turning in the bucket. There wasn't no, we need a hole through that pin. We just put an ear there.
Is there not a hole? Oh, there wasn't, because that was on this one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This is the workplace in which we work in.
Come on, little fella.
We got, what, one bird or two?
I think there's two. They were singing.
They were just singing away, and I was telling Kevin how he should be paying me to work in this nice natural habitat.
In this nature preserve of metal. Talk like a bird for him.
We had the door open for how long earlier and they didn't go out?
Yeah.
Oh.
They like it here. It's okay. Me and Snow White work here.
Is there one outside?
I don't know.
What if we turn that fan on right now?
Oh, don't do that.
We got one over here.
Did you catch one in a box?
And one over, oh, there it goes. I don't know, they'll figure it out. All right, we got that pin through there. I was kind of talking there. We got to find some way to fix this pin so it doesn't rotate in this. We may have to make a ear to go off there or something like that. So next plan of attack, I guess we're going to hook this pin up.
Yes.
And then start, I don't know what we're going to do. We got to get cylinders and stuff on there. Kind of like get some of that stuff in there so Mr. Tucker can start welding for days. He's got a lot of welding to do. Big heavy duty welding. He'll be liking that, won't he? I'll have to put some 045 wire in. I don't know if he wants to weld. Could have him pick up some bigger 7018s too. Not bigger than the ones we got, but smaller, I guess I should say.
I get distracted.
Quit watching the birds.
Oh,
We got a small family of birds in here.
they're on this side now. Mama and Daddy.
Mom and Daddy.
Yep.
Where's their babies?
Keep it decent, people. Or birdies.
All right, that's enough of the nature channel. No more. You sure? You in the boat? That wasn't too bad. Last time you got to pin the bucket on, huh? We hope, at least. It's a pain on these big machines. All right. That's it. Hose and plumbing time. So, I don't know. I've never put one of these on. I think we're going to go ahead and get this little block figured out where it goes here. Get some lines up there, and then I think I'd like to get that stuff on there and get it prepped for when Tucker gets off school here later. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He can be welding on that while we're messing with the rest of that. All right, we got some hoses on here. We got this valve block, so we got two hoses going to it, and then we got to run two hoses up the boom and down there. We're going to weld on block there, a couple more there. We're gonna go along that hose, and we got blocks along here, a lot of blocks. So I'm gonna fire this thing up, curl it up. Does that make sense? I just can't get over these birds in here. They're so distracting. We're gonna curl it up so we don't get the hoses too tight. We'll make a mark, grind a little paint off, and hopefully our welder will show up, or I'll just start welding.
Watch your eyeballs.
Yeah, Van Gogh here touching up my weld job. She's drying quick. Look at the smoke coming off of her. Good job, Bob Ross.
That's right.
We got to weld on a couple more things up there. Kind of keeping her off the side so we can come up here and we think it's a good idea. Oh, I smell it burning in. He's getting ready to put the other one on. Kevin's painted them up. All right, next thing, we're getting so distracted. Next thing we're gonna do is fire this thing up, and I believe tuck it under so we can get Tucker working on welding. Are you guys gonna run some more lines back here first?
What welding?
Oh, you got
Don't I gotta just bore it out and...
No, you've got like
Mega Boom welding.
Mega Boom. You're gonna have to get the 045 bar and the snap-on. Oh, look, he said he kind of likes that. He's smiling.
I like
Or we can get some 7018s out.
I like dual shield more than you on the wire.
Kevin's smiling. Are you smiling?
So I know it's probably gonna... I'm
You
screwed.
two need a hug?
I'm screwed with like this thing. You gave me something that's gonna be...
No.
All right, are we gonna fold the boom under next, or what are we doing?
Zip ties?
Zip ties. I got zip ties. Are we running more lines or folding the boom, or gonna do them there?
We can fold the boom and lines. You have nothing but time today. You want this here?
Yeah, put the sheath over so it don't rub.
Can I still not bought this yet?
Yeah, it's sold.
Oh, so you... Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna come up here and then jump back over. We got some different clamps for up there. It don't require welding because we've got bolts we can tag into. They sent these so we can utilize one of the bolts from the factory and hold that down. Go right on back the boom. All right, we're gonna go ahead and run these lines.
We're gonna go right down through here.
Down the boom. Oh, you need more hoses.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say something before I come up here?
That's what I said.
Well, what's
And
the
then
matter with you?
Then you said what size? I said we're out of hoses, and you said what size?
Well, guess what? You're going down because it's easier for you.
Okay.
Oh, y'all jimmied up.
You're gonna have to jump, Tucker.
Push, Tucker.
I'll jump. There. We're good. We'll be back. There you go. And we're back from our commercial break.
All right, they gave us 3 sections of lines, which will make it easier if somebody does blow one out or something. You don't have to replace the whole thing. So we're just gonna come over and tag into these grease fitting lines with their clamps they supplied us. Keep on trucking down the boom. getting things pre-prepped, getting the boom all cleaned off. So when we slap that on there, you got a good clean area to weld to. I don't like putting stuff on there. You can't get a very good weld trying to grind the paint off. So it says to weld, tack that piece on first. We got some measurements for distance here they provided us, so get that on, and then we'll put the cylinder mount on.
Your son wanted to tell you something.
I think the Harbor Freight did better.
You just told him to say that. You told him to say that. I'm somewhat impressed with that snap-on grinder saw. Look, Forrest Gump's here.
Hi, man.
What's Forrest Gump got for us today?
You're a good operator. Smiles for days. No, about fell. I about tripped over this right here.
Is your ground back on? Alright, we got this thing all square. We got a measurement that they provided us. We're just getting it tacked on right now. Bub, you're pulling your welds loose. Weld it before it moves, hurry.
Oh, yeah, it's cracking.
It's pulling on her awful hard. All right, we did get that cylinder put on off camera. He's charging the battery up. So next thing we're gonna do, we got some measurements here, but I want to throw on that mount, get it up here. We're gonna fold that thumb all the way back. We've got this cylinder stroke all the way collapsed. And then we'll kind of get a mark and we'll slide that. We'll probably, slide up a ½ inch or so. I'll read the instructions. Probably give it a ½ inch, 3/4 inch of clearance so that cylinder's not bottomed out. We don't want to be sitting at the bottom of that stroke and that thing hammering against that piston all the time. So we'll probably mark that in a collapsed position, come up here about 3/4, and then we'll make a mark and grind our paint off there. What do you think? You ready?
Put it on me.
Forklift driver. Where's that old? Come on in.
Fine.
Everything's always crazy. Come on in. All right, go down a little. Come on down. Set it right there. How about that? Your hands. You got his ladder, Tucker? Hold his ladder. You turn your bolt holder that way.
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready to come down? Oh, we gotta pry it up. You're right there for Tucker. Get a pry bar.
Yep.
You need the bolt to spin it?
Oh, I got her.
Go ahead and give him a bolt, Tucker. I like it. All right, Kevin's gonna drag that back with forklift. That should slide up the boom right there, so we can get a good mark to weld that. So.
Don't look at me.
So all is not well. That's supposed to be laying over there like that. And we did read the instructions, didn't we? I'm gonna show you guys something. That says 921 millimeters, right? I probably should have converted my phone, but they got instructions over here that say
The 921 millimeters.
or 26 and a quarter in parentheses. So if you guys convert 921 millimeters in inches, it comes up to 36.25 inches, not 26.
It's only off by 10.
We got a typo. We're 10 inches off, bub. I know, right? Pisses me off. So,
Plus or minus a couple.
yeah. So that means we got to cut all these tack welds loose. Might as well put your mark up here at 10 inches and grind that. It's ridiculous, people. Get your instructions right, I guess. They were nice instructions, too. Somebody can't convert millimeters into inches.
I think it's Kevin's fault.
One of those days. All right. Well, I guess we're grinding off welds. Just what we wanted to do at the end of the day. We were so close. So close. Take two. I hate it. I know we screw up, but somebody else screwed up that makes it. And it's nothing you can't fix, I guess. So we got the right measurement here now. We hope that's right. We're gonna do the same thing, tack it on again. Cross our fingers. It's probably gonna be in the morning though, isn't it?
I don't hear the birds anymore.
The birds have left. Everybody's sad. You ready to do the bottom? All right, we're back at it again this morning. You guys can tell all looks tremendously better. It actually goes back now where it's supposed to. So we collapsed that thing all the way back. I'm supposed to be helping Kevin here. He's probably getting mad at me. And so we got our slit all the way back, marked that, and then we slid that cylinder up about a ½ inch so it's not against the piston there on the stop. So we got it all ground out, set her back down. Got about a 1/16 gap here. We're gonna try to pull down with the ratchet strap. And I wanna get it tacked on. And when Tucker gets here this afternoon, he can weld it. We're gonna do, I gotta figure out fittings for our hydraulic lines and where we're gonna tap into back here. So we still got a lot of little plumbing wiring and stuff to do for that quick coupler. But I'm gonna get this tacked on. All right, we are figuring out for fittings here. We got adapted over down to 3/4 O-ring seal there, the John Deere style I call it. Then we got a 3/4 JIC up there. So I'm gonna crimp this hose. Luckily, I think we have all the fittings and hoses we need in stock. So I know those are bigger 1-inch lines or 1¼ inch, but the cylinder one has 3/4 inch ports, and that's all the more flow it needs. So we got fittings laid out here everywhere. So luckily we can do all this in-house. So get this stuck up in here. Turn the light on for you guys. Should be one fitting. What's that? Did you make a mess? There's that side. Oh, let me have that crescent wrench back and I'll go ahead and turn this valve on. Okay, give me the killer wrench. That flow to there. I want to make sure this is tight. Yeah. All right, let's gotta do the other side. So keen people will see that we have a 1-inch hose and we're going down to 3/4. The reason is we didn't have an 1¼ inch. That's an 1¼ inch fitting up there actually. So we didn't have a conversion fitting from 1¼ inch to 3/4, but we do have them from 1 inch to 3/4. So that's why when somebody tears that hose up right there, you can just replace this one section. So that cost me more money to do that, but it's going to be done, and we don't have to go nowhere to get fittings or order them and wait on them and all that good stuff. So. All right, this end's all done other than welding. We just got to go tackle the plumbing, see what we need up there. So I don't know if I showed you this earlier, but just got a solenoid block right here. It's pretty simple. If you guys have seen any of the quick couplers work, they steal power off the bucket curl function. So when you curl your bucket all the way up, you sit there and hold that. It sends power into, I believe, this port here. Solenoid valve turns on via this switch here, sends power out to that block, moves that cylinder on there. So when you turn the thing off, the return oil comes back in this port. So we got to dump that into the return side the way I understand it. So again, they sent this nice block mount. We got to get that wired up, plumbed up, and all that good stuff. So we're getting close for sure. All right, we're down here in the beast. We took off a couple panels. It's greasy down here too.
Oh, jeez.
So I found us a return. We can hook into the return right here. This is a return going back to the tank, and that's simple enough. This line right here is our bucket curl upper that we got to tie into. That's the thumb cylinder. This one right here is the bucket curl. Be nice if we had ports like that on this, but we don't. And I'm looking where this goes down into the valve block, Kevin. I don't see any place to tap into it really well.
So we need an adapter.
We may need a fitting in there with the adapter in it or something somewhere. We got to figure all this situation out. Well, we do have a return, so that's a plus. The easy part that we could have returned anywhere, of course. But we got to be tied off that bucket curl circuit. This is the valve here is for our auxiliaries, and notice it comes in, this one comes in off here. This is how you guys can tell if you got two-way or one-way hydraulics. A lot of these machines will just come with one-way, which means you have flow going one way to run a hammer. The right side of the machine is always your return oil for your hammer. You always want to look on this side. You can tell too it has a bigger hose. Our feed's just 1 inch. We got 1.25 inch return. But you want to look for this valve here. If you notice, this big line goes into here, and it's got a little solenoid block here. This one line dumps back into the tank, so that's your one-way flow. And when you switch a circuit in the cab, it will switch this valve and turn it into two-way. So now this line goes back down into the control valve down here, and you got two-way hydraulics that way. So that's where you switch between your hammer and your two-way hydraulics. So hammer or thumb or breaker or something like that. So make sense?
Yeah. A lot of hoses.
That's all your pilot lines. So your handles run low pressure, like 800 psi to operate. Some of these valves are over 5,000 psi. So if you can imagine having 5,000 psi big hoses in your cab,
That'd be wild.
So this is how now the newer ones went to electric, which I do not like, but the pilot control is a lot better. So these pilot control lines operate the big valves. Anyway, we got to figure out a tapping system here, and we'll be back.
The Scotch lock of hydraulics.
Oh, that would be nice. Just crimp it on the hose.
I bet they make something like that, don't they?
I'm pretty sure we don't have this fitting either. Looks like our little friend the welder showed up. Alright, so we've been doing a bunch of little boring stuff. Got the unit mounted up here in the cab. Pretty simple, just run back the metal bar here. Went down and around. Come up here with the fuse box and put a fuse tap in there, and just tapped in that and grounded that wire out. So there's a rubber plug down there in the bottom of the cab you guys probably can't see, that we took out and put a hole in, run the outside wire through it. And Mr. Kevin took that panel off down there.
Yeah. Here. Then you go all the way back there.
So everything we got left is all out there. I think Jay got us a couple adapters.
Ooh.
We'll be ready to go.
Keep up the good work.
All right, so Tucker's getting started on welding. Preheated that. Are you getting ready to weld that one? We'll get that one preheated for you. So what we're gonna do, I'm just told him to put a root pass on all this stuff. I did get the two-way hydraulics working a while ago. They wasn't working. I had to go on the computer and turn on a couple functions. So I believe I have those working. This machine, I don't think it was ever turned on from the factory. It's got all the stuff there, but we had to go in the software, turn it on. I don't really know how I did it, but I did it. So Jay went and picked us up a couple fittings. One is going to be for a return. Do what?
Is that hot enough to weld?
No, we can heat it up for you. Okay. You want to heat that up for him? So we found where we're going to tie into for our pressure. We're going to do that back here on the pump. Right here is another option. So you don't know, these things have tandem pumps on them. We found the side that was feeding that bucket curl cylinder. There's a test port right back here. So what we did, we put a gauge on that test port just to verify that we had pressure when we curled that bucket up. So we had over 5,000 pounds of pressure. So, and that is what they call a British standard, I think, parallel pipe. I had Jay go to town. He got us a couple of fittings to get over to JIC, so we can do something with our types of fittings we got here. So we don't use those here too much, other than on these Japanese excavators. So I got that one to go there. This one's going to go in that return port up there. So we get up here, get all that stuff plumbed together, and we should be ready to rock and roll and see what happens here. Oh, he's setting us. That's why I'm standing behind you. Way to go, Charlie. Now he's done. Alright, yeah, we're putting a little heat in there before he welds out. How's it look, Master Welder? Uphill root pass. Not too bad. Alright, back in the belly of the beast again. So they gave us this little bracket. I just bolted it to the existing ear. It was one like that there. Worked out pretty slick. Tied our T-lines in that come off our boom. We got our pressure circuit right here that Kevin's hooking up to our pump. Then we got a return line run, goes right back up into the return. So all worked out really well. This is a wire from inside the cab that turns everything on. So we got to tighten everything up. But Tucker's got a couple root passes on the thumb. So I think we're ready to fire this thing up, see if that thumb works, and the quick coupler. So we come in right there and tie it into that hook. And you know what? We're about ready to fire it up, bub.
Yeah, good. Well, that boy.
Yeah. Alright, we're ready to fire this thing up. We're going to check the quick coupler first. Kevin's watching lines up there. You're going to be cameraman. And after, hopefully it works, then we'll try that thumb. You ready? Yep. Can we give ourselves a high five? It all works. You left the chat. Well, we did good. Quick coupler works. I don't see oil spraying on it. Should we tell them about our oil spill? I could have not said anything.
Yeah.
So I may have not have took that plug out of the return line up there just to see what thread it was and forgot about it. We may have
looking for test ports.
We may have started it to check the thumb, and Niagara Falls may have took place. We could have not told you that, but anyway, pretty sure we're going to put some hydraulic oil in it now. What do you think?
Yeah.
I'm curious to. I can't wait to get this thing outside. I can't roll that thumb all the way down until we get her outside. I want to hit her fan up there, but Tucker, it looks like a good spot to weld her all up, don't it? He's going to be here a while. We're going to clean up, and we'll bring you back when we get her all welded up and get her outside and put a bucket on it.
And then go grab something.
That's right. What about your car out there?
Which one?
I got some Crown Victorias that need loaded up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
There's one over there. You could probably
One or two or three.
one.
Okay. Mr. Tucker's been laying down some pretty good looking beads. We'll let him finish up here, and then we're gonna put the bucket on it in the morning. We still gotta capture this pin right here to this quick coupler somehow. We'll have to build something that, but I want to put the bucket on there and make sure that we're not interfering with that. How's that look? Great pass. Hey, your birds are still up here. I'm surprised they're not dead. All right, Tucker stayed last night and got us all welded up.
Good job, Tucker.
Are you ready to test this thing out? I know we got to grease a couple more fittings. I've got a little job planned for this, Kevin. Yeah, I do. We're gonna go out and see if it works or not. Mr. Tucker's got some pretty slick welds. He must have been in a hurry because he didn't clean them up. He didn't sit here and polish them, or maybe he's just grown up enough now. They don't have to do that. Definitely look very good. It ain't gonna fall off there. We've got the fitting down there to grease. We got to make sure that hose is long enough there too. It's on the verge of being not long enough. These freaking birds are still in here. It's like day 3 they've been in here.
It's so nice working here.
All right. We'll get her outside and hit a couple grease fittings and see if the bucket fits.
Yeah, you're all right. That is wild. Appears to be. Yep. Yep, you're good. Not yet. Looks like about 16, and we're off about 4 inches on the driver's side. It's our new body working tool. Easy, Bob. She's a classic. Now get your little hillbilly self away. Don't be breaking nothing. That looks better. Come on down a little. Oh, Bob, that's perfect. Look at that. Hey, you do good body work. I think we can get a window in that now. Oh, yeah.
You don't have to dunk down no more driving your monster truck.
Hey, what about this door? Can you do something about the door? No, I want to see you pull it. Look, you make a water leak now. It's crying. No, it's already open. Yep. Did those teeth line up? Pretty close?
You're in between there, yeah.
Yeah.
You can still find stuff off on it.
Oh yeah. Good deal. Woo, look at that butt. Sees rivalry competition. Hey Daddy, when I grow up, do you think I'll eventually get 5 fingers like you? Oh, Scrappy, keep eating dirt every day and you'll get your 5 fingers. I can't wait till my bucket gets bigger. Give it time, son, give it time.
the things we do while our boss is learning on computers.
Tell everybody what we're doing.
So,
Tucker cut out some 3/4 inch steel. You're gonna put a couple more welds on there, then we'll cycle this. Let's see how good your welds are.
don't worry, I won't put the camera back here. They won't know.
You wanna go ahead and put this piece on?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it.
A little bit so you can hold it better. Stop. You need to lift your up for that too. Board. Right here.
Oh, you just got my way. Oh. Nice, stupid.
Is that one square up there?
Oh, the shenanigans.
You think his welds are gonna break?
No.
I want to fire it up and see how good a tacker you are.
I can already tell you right now it's gonna break.
This is gonna be sweet.
So I gotta do a whole cycle. This thing's too big.
So far, so good. Tape measure. Oh, Bob, it's like you designed it for it. Never mind, I was just kidding.
I told you to stop and you kept going.
Well, let's go for part 2. Man, I was so confident too.
Didn't quite make it, boys.
No, we'll clock out a little bit differently. We'll be back.
We got them on that to finish welding.
Okay, boys, take 2. This time I feel a lot better about it, guys.
Second time's a charm, right? That's what they call trial and error. All right, Mr. Tucker's gonna get that welded on. So kind of told you guys earlier, that's keeping that pin stationary to this because we don't want it spinning inside of this quick coupler because it doesn't have bushings in it. So you can still drive the pin out and change it, but I think that'll hold, don't you? So it's after quitting time here in the 4 o'clock on a Friday. You gonna stay and finish it? If not, I'll do it Monday morning. We had a lot of things going on today. People stopping by. But so me and Kevin messed around off video, got the pressure turned down. What was it at? 4,000 PSI?
Yes.
On the thumb?
Yeah.
We got it turned down to about 2,750. I know it says 2,500 on there, but we'll give him a little bonus. So we have a little bit of power.
A little extra credit.
We had to go into valves and back those off a little bit. Put a gauge in lines, nothing too critical, but everything checks out good. I think Monday morning you're gonna paint this up a little bit. Customer's gonna be happy. Fix his monster trucks.
Oh, it fixed. I thought we were going to.
Your head's not gonna hit your monster truck anymore. No, I'd say probably 3. It's big steel, bub. Mr. Tucker's doing an awesome job on welding there, so I think it's gonna be awesome. Somebody's getting an awesome machine for sure. So if you guys like this video, do us a big favor. Go down below, hit that thumbs up button.
For real.
For real.
Put that
Just
thumb
don't-
around.
So, you know, we get like anywhere from 75 to 100,000 views on average.
And then only does it.
Like 12,000 people do that.
They do it in the comments, and then I get it back to them.
Yeah, drop your comments. You guys got any questions or anything on this stuff too? So, but I think it turned out pretty sweet. So you did all the measuring for the thumb and all that stuff, didn't you?
I did. Scary.
I sure did, bub. Yeah, you probably should. People screaming at you. Go get your good helmet.
Safety
Well, I didn't
first.
realize there was that much fumes until I put my hood on
That-
and it's just straight.
So we're running NS Arc dual shield wire. If anybody is wondering, they're supplying us with wire, but that's what we're running. Anybody that's wondering, we're running about, what is it, 24, 25 volts or something on that. That's what we've been welding. So, but anyway, we appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Put it in kill. Okay, I will.
You gonna go push start it for her? Somebody in a Ferrari. What's he gonna go do?
You guys not the one pooping and drive one? You need a push start, bud?
Better go get your El Camino. He just asked if he wanted to race the El Camino.
He wanted to race his El Camino. For slicks, come on.
He doesn't even know this guy. We're gonna be working this thing if he keeps messing with him. Was it Magnum PI? Did you just walk up to him and tell him you're gonna race him?
I said, do you want to go heads up with an El Camino? And he was like, nah, it'd probably beat me. That's exactly what he said. That's exactly what he said. I said, get that trash out of here.